Next at 5, Nagazi Zubari has been sentenced in his federal case of kidnapping and weapons convictions.
And the Rogue Valley Transportation District cutting the ribbon on a new building today.
Plus, a new store may be coming to Ashland, what we know so far, and more coming up right now on NewsWatch 12 at 5.
Live, local, late breaking. This is NewsWatch 12 at 5.
A Klamath Falls man is sentenced to life in prison on multiple counts of kidnapping and weapons charges. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Haley Gravitt.
And I'm Tim Quidadamo. I was in the Medford Federal Courthouse today where Nagazi Zubari represented himself before the judge. Nagazi Zubari was back in federal court this afternoon in Medford. The judge sentencing the Klamath Falls man to consecutive life sentences on 2 counts of kidnapping, plus 55 more years consecutively for transportation and multiple counts of weapons and ammo possession. After being ushered into federal court by 4 U.S. Marshals, Nagazi Zubari sat before the court for sentencing. Zubari had filed several motions that were addressed first, including motions to declare a mistrial, continue his sentencing, and vacate the verdict from his October conviction. All of those denied. His first kidnapping victim then made a statement to the court, calling Zubari merciless and saying he took her ability to feel safe around people that she's unfamiliar with. Prosecutors then pointed at the evidence of Zubari's written Operation Takeover plan and target list, saying Zubari is a serial predator who should never be allowed to walk the streets. Zubari, representing himself for the first time in this case, objected twice during sentencing, claiming the prosecutors and victim were lying. Before receiving the maximum sentences for 2 counts of kidnapping, 1 count of transportation, and 3 counts of weapons and ammunition possession, Zubari told the court he should not be sentenced to life in prison because he did not take a life and his 2 sons need their father. For more information on Zubari's case, head to our website, kdrv.com.
In an update today, Oregon Nurses Association rallying to mark a full week since the historic strike began. ONA nurses could be heard on the strike lines today in Medford. Providence says they sent proposals to ONA yesterday and suggested bargaining dates for both sides to meet with federal mediators. ONA says Providence's proposals do not reflect any meaningful movement on their previous offers and are reviewing them. Neither ONA or Providence have announced an official bargaining date.
Let's turn now to Storm Tracker 12 Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman over in the Weather Center. Matt, some gorgeous sunsets right now after a chilly week.
Yes, and it's going to be only colder as we head into tonight. So as we take a look at these beautiful sunsets, you do see a few thin high clouds out there, but that is going to clear on out and temperatures will be tumbling tonight. We're in the 30s right now in Medford and Klamath Falls, a little bit milder in Northern California, still in the 40s. These high clouds will continue to drift southward as we head through this evening. Skies will clear tonight. These temperatures will be tumbling. We're already down to 29 right now in Lakeview, 32 in Chemult, and we're heading down into the teens for the east side, down to 15 tonight in Klamath Falls, 21 in Wairika. We'll drop to 36 in Brookings and down into the 20s, mid-20s in Medford and Grants Pass. Also expect more freezing fog to develop in our west side valleys. That could create some slick roads heading out the door tomorrow morning, and we'll see some very cold temperatures, 20s and teens inland, 30s along the coast. In the afternoon tomorrow, skies will be mostly sunny, some passing high clouds, low clouds and fog will decrease for places like Medford and Grants Pass. Temperatures inland pretty chilly, mostly getting up only into the 40s with some 50s along the coast, 54 in Brookings. We'll take a look at the forecast through the rest of the weekend and details on when rain and snow could be returning to the region. That's all coming up.
Matt, thank you. With cold nights ahead of us and severe weather shelters, they're opening in the Rogue Valley and Grants Pass. Mobile Integrative Navigation Team, or MINTS shelter, is currently open until 9 a.m. Medford is also activating a shelter that's opening at 5:30 tonight in partnership with Access. And in Ashland, the severe weather shelter's doors will open at 7 o'clock tonight. You see the addresses listed on your screen here. For more details on locations and hours, head to our website kdrv.com. All shelters will also be operating over the weekend.
And buses with the Rogue Valley Transportation District heading stop to stop for 50 years now.
The district is celebrating half a century of service with a brand new transit building. Leaf Column shows us what this means for the community.
The Rogue Valley Transportation District cutting the ribbon on a new building Friday.
It's the largest facility and project that RVTD has ever accomplished for our operations.
This $13 million facility is the newest addition to the district's North Medford campus. RVTD ringing in 50 years of bus service with speakers and leaders from the community.
By working together, we've made our community a more welcoming place for transit riders, employees, and visitors alike.
The district, created by voters in a 1975 special election to provide bus service for 7 Jackson County cities.
If it wasn't a legislative act to create us, this would never have happened.
Coming up at 6, a look inside the building and what it has to offer. In Medford, I'm Leaf Column.
And a money alert tonight, $50 million federal dollars are headed to the Klamath Basin for drought resilience. The money will fund a commitment between regional agencies to improve water supply and reliability for the Klamath project. $25 million will fund multi-year contracts and practices. $10 million going toward permanent water demand reduction programs. $8 million of that is for wildlife benefit programs, and $7 million is for fish projects and Keno and Link River dams.
As local businesses continue to feel the impact of lower foot traffic, there's talk of a new grocery store coming at the Ashland Shopping Center.
Hopefully bringing a new wave of shoppers to the area. Samantha Kadera has the latest on how the potential move is affecting the local business community.
The vacant cinema building at the Ashland Shopping Center has sat empty for quite a while, but that could soon change. City officials confirmed they've been in talks with Grocery Outlet, which is working on plans to move into the space.
So we've been in communications with the development team for Grocery Outlet as of mid-December. I believe they are doing some interior cleanup work in advance of that permitting. So we'll have a demolition permit proceeding hopefully here shortly.
The move has been welcomed by many of the local shop owners here, including Derek Lask of the Ashland Artisan Emporium.
We're all super excited because it's going to bring more business into the local area and more people will discover how cool a store this is.
Christina Haggard, who owns Dallas Day Hair Salon in the same shopping center, says she's stoked to have a grocery store come in, as it could bring more foot traffic and potential walk-ins for new clientele. But she also expressed concerns about the parking situation, as the parking lot feels too small for a grocery store with the businesses already there, including a busy drive-through coffee shop that often fills the lot. While the grocery store could bring new life to Ashland's local businesses, we will keep a close eye on its progress in the coming months. Reporting in Ashland, I'm Samantha Kadera.
As Oregon resources continue to provide aid in California, Oregon State Fire Marshal is saying their teams wrapped up another 24-hour shift this morning. With conditions improving, firefighters from the Rogue Valley are working to create a shaded fuel break. This is where some trees and plants are removed, but enough is left to keep the ground shaded to help slow the fires.
And some students at a local school are creating tie blankets to donate to the children impacted by the Palisades fire. The students of Happy Camp Elementary School and Junior High made the blankets as a part of service learning and community support.
Calfire is warning the public of fake social media accounts requesting donations. They say social media pages are impersonating Calfire and soliciting donations as Southern California still faces wildfires. Calfire says it does not solicit donations from the public and all their official accounts are verified.
And a lot of good teams in action again tonight on the hardwood. We may see some playoff previews with many state tournament hopefuls.
An exciting night. Joining us live from the home of the Black Tornado is NewsWatch 12 Sports' Luke Doughton. Luke, I know you're looking forward to every Friday during basketball season, but what are some of the things that you're excited about tonight?
Tim, Haley, basketball, such a fun sport. We got some fun matchups tonight, including our game of the week, South Medford Panthers lady basketball team. They're traveling to Willamette. That matchup has so much talent on both sides of the ball. I was able to stop by practice yesterday, chat with head coach Tom Cole, but also just watch them put up some shots for a bit. And you can tell that the South Medford ladies roster has some hoopers on it.
regardless of the pressure to win or the, all of the other expectations that come with it. It's a great place to be in, and they have to cherish that moment too.
Now, speaking of cherishing some moments, last night, the Oregon State men's basketball team, a huge game. They upset number 16 Gonzaga. Another addition to a great start on the year. They're currently 14-5. So just a great start, a great place to be if you are a fan of Beavers basketball. But bringing it back to the high school court, I'm right now at North Medford High School, where the ladies, they're welcoming in South Eugene. It's going to be another great game. I'm going to have these highlights plus a whole lot more tonight on episode 2 of Round Ball Wrap. So make sure to tune in at 11:15 tonight to get all your high school basketball highlights. Live in Medford, I'm Luke Doughton.
Thank you. The Forest Service is waiving day use fees in national forests through Oregon and Washington in recognition of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's the first of the 5 in 2025. The other fee-free days are National Get Outdoors Day, Juneteenth, National Public Lands Days, and Veterans Day. The fee waiver applies to most day use sites, including picnic area, boat launches, trailheads, and visitor center.